Have you ever tried to speak English but your mouth suddenly stops? You know the words in your head, but when you try to speak, the words refuse to come out smoothly. You pause. You hesitate. Sometimes you even forget what you wanted to say. If this happens to you, don't worry. You are not alone. Many English learners understand English very well, but when it is time to speak, their mouth struggles. Why? Because speaking English is not only about knowledge, it is about training your mouth. Just like learning to play football, dance, or ride a bicycle, your mouth must be trained to speak English naturally and smoothly. The good news is this: anyone can train their mouth to speak English fluently. In this video, I will show you simple and powerful methods to train your mouth to speak English fluently without interruptions. Let's begin. 1. Speak English every day. The first and most important step is daily speaking practice. Many learners read English. Many learners watch English, but very few learners speak English daily. Fluency only grows when you use your mouth regularly. Think about it like exercise. If you want strong muscles, you must exercise daily. In the same way, if you want fluent English, you must exercise your mouth daily. Speak English even if you are alone. Describe what you are doing. For example, I am washing the dishes. I am going to the market. I am watching television. This simple practice trains your mouth to move naturally with English words. At first, it may feel strange, but after some time, speaking will begin to feel normal. 2. Practice reading aloud. Another powerful way to train your mouth is reading English aloud. Do not read silently in your head. Read with your voice. When you read aloud, 3 important things happen. Your eyes see the words. Your brain processes the meaning. Your mouth practices speaking the words. This strengthens the connection between your brain and your mouth. Start with simple materials. You can read short stories, children's books, simple English articles, graded readers. Read slowly and clearly. Focus on pronouncing each word correctly. As you continue practicing daily, your mouth will become more comfortable speaking English sentences. 3. Shadow native speakers. One of the fastest ways to improve speaking fluency is called shadowing. Shadowing means listening to a native speaker and repeating immediately after them. You can do this with YouTube videos, podcasts, movies, English learning audio. Listen carefully to a sentence, then pause the audio and repeat exactly what the speaker said. Try to copy their pronunciation, their rhythm, their tone. For example, if the speaker says, "English is a global language," you repeat, "English is a global language." This practice trains your mouth to move naturally with English sounds and rhythm. With time, your speech will start sounding smoother and more confident. 4. Learn common English phrases. Another reason people struggle when speaking English is because they try to build sentences word by word. This causes pauses and interruptions. Fluent speakers do not build sentences word by word. They speak using phrases. For example, instead of thinking, "I want to go home," fluent speakers naturally say, "I want to go home." This happens because they have already learned the phrase as a complete unit. So focus on learning common phrases like, "How are you doing?" "That makes sense." "I understand what you mean." "Let me think about it." "Give me a moment." When your brain remembers phrases instead of single words, your speech becomes faster and smoother. 5. Talk to yourself in English. This may sound funny, but it is actually a very powerful practice. Talking to yourself in English helps you build speaking confidence. You can talk about anything. Talk about your plans for the day. Talk about what happened yesterday. Talk about your opinions. For example, "Today I am going to school." "I need to finish my homework." "I enjoyed the movie I watched yesterday." When you talk to yourself regularly, your brain begins to think in English. And when your brain thinks in English, your mouth speaks more smoothly. 6. Record your voice. Another powerful way to train your mouth is by recording your voice. Use your phone. Choose a topic. Then speak for 1 or 2 minutes. For example, you can talk about your favorite food, your favorite movie, your best friend, your school day. After recording, listen to your voice. Pay attention to your pronunciation, your pauses, your confidence. Do not criticize yourself too much. Instead, observe and improve gradually. This method helps you understand how you really sound when speaking English. 7. Think in English. One major reason for interruptions is translation. Many learners think in their native language first, then they translate into English. This process takes time and causes pauses. To speak smoothly, you must train your brain to think directly in English. Start with simple thoughts. Instead of thinking, "What should I eat?" think, "What should I eat today?" Instead of thinking in your local language and translating, try forming the thought directly in English. This removes the delay between thinking and speaking. 8. Learn the rhythm of English. English has a natural rhythm and flow. Fluent speakers do not pronounce every word slowly. They connect words together. For example, instead of saying, "What are you doing?" native speakers often say, "What you doing?" Instead of "going to," they say, "gonna." Instead of "want to," they say, "wanna." Learning these natural patterns helps your speech become faster and more natural. Listening to movies, podcasts, and conversations will help you understand this rhythm. 9. Do speaking challenges. Another fun way to train your mouth is by doing daily speaking challenges. For example, speak English for 5 minutes without stopping. Talk about any topic. It can be your school, your family, your favorite food, your hobbies. If you don't know a word, do not stop. Explain it using other words. This builds confidence and fluency. Gradually increase the time. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Your mouth will become more comfortable speaking English continuously. 10. Stop being afraid of mistakes. One of the biggest enemies of fluency is fear. Many learners are afraid of making mistakes, so they pause, they hesitate, they become nervous. But mistakes are part of learning. Even native English speakers make mistakes. Fluency comes from practice, not perfection. The more you speak, the better you become. So relax, speak freely, make mistakes, and keep improving. Final advice. Remember this important truth. Fluency is not magic. It is training. Your mouth must learn how to move naturally with English words, and that only happens through consistent practice. If you practice these methods every day, speak daily, read aloud, shadow native speakers, learn phrases, talk to yourself, record your voice, think in English. Your mouth will gradually become faster, smoother, and more confident. One day you will notice something surprising. You will start speaking English without thinking too much. That is when true fluency begins. If you enjoyed this lesson and want to improve your English faster, subscribe to this channel. Here we learn English through stories, simple explanations, and practical speaking tips. And remember, the more you practice speaking, the more fluent you become. Keep learning, keep practicing, and keep speaking English. See you in the next video.